And we're
Whoa.
live from Monday night in various places in Ontario. It's Anthony and Kurt. Not even lies you'll enjoy because we haven't really gotten to that part yet. Welcome to the secret pre-show where we will talk and hang out until our third liar appears. That means that if you're watching this video after the fact, when it's not in fact live and we are not in fact sitting in our various living rooms, you should jump forward in the video if you just want to see us play and not chat. Jump forward until the part where there's three of us. And it'd be a little bit after that because, to be honest, we're not good at getting down to stuff.
We kind of just chat.
We love to chat. So
We gab.
So skip forward if you're just here for the game, which the game's going to be great. So I don't blame you. But for now, we're going to hang out until our friend Amanda gets here. Kurt, have you told Amanda that we are here?
No. That's what we do once we're here.
Okay,
Not before.
okay.
Otherwise, Amanda might raid into an empty stream.
That's
our secret,
a
folks.
true story. What's our secret?
Our secret is that partway through initialization, we then get our currently streaming third member to just sort of like pick up all her friends and then drop them over here like so much water balloon.
Kind of a good scam, huh?
Kind of a good scam.
Kind of a
I
good
like this
scam.
scam that we're running.
Yeah. Scam
Also,
making
Otto,
people
thank
watch
you
our
for the
show.
compliment on the thumbnail. I liked it too.
I thought it was good.
Thought it was good.
I think a lot of the thumbnails are pretty good. My favorite part about telling my friends in real life that I do this is they're like, okay, let me see, show me. You know, they don't believe me. I tell a lot of lies in real life. And so they like go on YouTube and they like look it up. And then they just like, of course they're not going to watch the whole thing, but they look at all the thumbnails and they're like super impressed because the thumbnails look like very like, you know, pretty professional, very varied, very like full of life. It's like, wow, you guys have a whole thing going on. And I'm like, yeah, that's called Kurt. My friend Kurt is very talented. Kurt
There's just
branding.
an insane little part of me that's like, and also we're going to have a different picture that goes around us. And also we are all going to take, and I'm going to tell my friends to take a picture of themselves every week and then send it to me so it matches the outfit they're going to wear. It's
That's true.
just, it doesn't make actually any sense because it would be better if I spent time on doing the other aspects of the things that I do for this stream, but that's fine. That's fine.
He's incredible. He's incredible. It's a good lesson in like, you can just like do stuff, you know? You can just make cool things happen if you just
That's
put the time
actually,
into it.
yeah, that is a good lesson. If you're going to take one thing out of this, folks, you can just do stuff.
You can just do stuff. It's weird. I never believe it until it happens. And then I'm saying that, I'm like, wait, I did stuff. And nobody stopped me. Crazy.
Hold on a second.
What?
I did stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
I did stuff here.
You're always doing stuff.
That is so true. Anthony, did you do anything for Halloween? Or did you not do stuff?
As some people know, I'm doing a PhD right now, and I am the president of our little like students organization, and so I threw.
What are there, like 3 of you?
No, there's actually 120. Actually, there's 190
PhD
if you include the masters. There's 120 PhD students, yeah, which is kind of crazy,
That's
right?
wild.
Yeah.
That's so many.
There's like 20 in each year-ish, and so 6-ish years, yeah. Yeah, we're a big old department. Anyway, so we got to throw a party for everybody. It was great. I didn't do a lot of it. Mostly my friends did, and I was like, good work, everybody. We had a costume contest. I dressed up as Adam Smith, father of economics, which is just a costume that you just can't do that many places except for at an economics department. In order to make an Adam Smith costume, in case you are curious, you do need like a good like founding fathers wig, I'm gonna say, right? You need it to be gray, it needs to have curlies on the side, and it needs to have like a ponytail, right? And so I did make that out of a gray witch wig.
We're in good company. We've got a comment about the invisible hand.
Well, funny that you mentioned that, very powerful nerd. because that was, of course, was the crowning piece of the costume, was that I cut out a hand out of clear plastic, and then I like extended my sleeve on my coat so that I could hold onto this plastic hand that was sticking out. So everybody would come to me and they'd be like, "Are you George Washington?" I'd be like, "Nuh-uh, look at my hand." And they'd be like, "I don't know, which founding father lost a hand?" And I'm like, "No, you're an economist. Think harder." And then we'd get there.
I love that. That's bizarre.
Fun.
Did you also do his smarmy little smile?
I don't think I nailed the smarmy little smile, I'll be honest. But are you taking a good look at that picture? The common one?
No, I knew about the smarmy little smile because this is like a famous portraiture of Adam Smith. I'm afraid that I also have an economics background.
This is the worst. I'm so sorry, guys.
If you look up Adam Smith, and believe it or not, in spite of being one of the most common names you can even imagine, it pretty much only comes up with this guy in Google Images.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy, right?
Right. Imagine you're so powerful in your reputation that you're the Adam Smith.
You're the guy.
Shouldn't be allowed. Anyway, so if you look up Adam Smith, you can see that in so many of the portraits of him, he's just kind of going like,
"Oh no, I cut away from you just in time. Sorry, Kurt." I'm showing them the real Adam Smith portrait right now. Okay, they've seen it. Oh gosh. Wait, did I lose Kurt? Oh no.
No, I'm just that.
Oh no, he's doing it. Oh, I messed up our stream too.
That's how I pose for an Adam Smith costume. I just look a little over there. If you did that, I'm sure even the master students would have known who Adam Smith was.
Let's be nice to the master students.
Are the master students in the room with us right now?
I don't think they know about this, fortunately. I don't know what it does to my authority as their TA for econometrics if they find out that I do this.
I should say we've been told by Otto that I think Amanda's getting ready to head in, which is an extremely funny consequence of having someone publicly involved currently streaming somewhere else, because anybody can give you status updates. They're there. Yeah. We're not there. We're the worst positioned to tell you.
That's right.
When number 3 will enter the room.
Sometimes I do dumb things like message our chat like, "Hey, Amanda, are you going to be streaming tonight?" when she's been streaming already for hours, and I actually have publicly available information about whether she is indeed streaming or not. Ooh,
Amanda just got raided, which means we're going to just...
the raid siphon all the way down.
Don't tell Amanda this, but Amanda, that's not fair. Everyone can tell Amanda this.
Tell Amanda stuff.
Amanda benefits from having a readily clickable link to our little meeting that we have every week. It's the same link every week, but it's just got to be right front and center so that it's ready for Amanda. She's a busy lady.
You do your job, send it to her, make sure it's in one place?
Sure did.
Wow.
It's in one place.
He's incredible.
It's kind of like, I don't know, I'm that friend who every time you invite me over to your place, if it's been longer than a week, you do have to tell me where you live. So it's kind of the same deal.
You're that friend? Okay, because I do that to you all the time, Kurt. It's like always just long enough that I'm like, "Wait, what's your apartment number?" every time I come over.
Now, if I'm very good, I've asked this in writing, and so I can just search up my dumb message where I said address 5 months ago, and then find it.
Yeah, I'm searching address in my chats with people a lot. I feel like if you're like the CEO of like a chat platform of some sort, you should just have a button for address.
Address.
What is the address of this person? Have they revealed it?
Otto tells us Amanda has been at it for 5.5 hours already. I'm going to tell you, that's too many hours. That's why, folks, I'm not doing a stream that starts at 2 p.m. on Monday.
Is that precisely why, employed Kurt, you are not doing a stream all day during Mondays?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. That's the reason and no other reason.
Okay, good. 5.5 is intense. I feel, because this means that, if our stream goes the normal length, she's going to be at it for, 8.5? So that's a lot. It's a lot of streaming.
It's a lot of streaming.
Can you imagine
I will tell you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I was going to listen to what you were saying.
What? No, you're going to tell me something.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me. I'll tell you. I'd love to hear what you are saying right now. What was I gonna say? Oh, I just imagine putting on a show for 8 hours, like for your full workday. Like imagine if you like clocked in at the beginning of your workday and you were like, and there's just like 40 people who are sitting on the other side of the glass just watching you for that time, and you have to make sure they don't leave. That's wild.
Wait, it's actually crazy that you just said 40 people because the closest I've ever come to that being my job was when I worked at a board game cafe with an occupancy of 40. And so you'd essentially just be running with little hurried cartoon legs from table to table over here, and then putting on a little show to be like, what kind of games are we playing today? Or, all right, here's how to play the game. This will take between 5 and 30 minutes.
And would you like some garlic cheese bread?
Right. Now, was I trying to make them not leave? Probably not. It was good when they left. Then we could call the next table. 40 people isn't that many.
They already owed us $5. They could leave whenever they wanted.
We're getting some history of Amanda's stream durations
we
from
are.
Otto on
We are
YouTube,
indeed
for
getting
which
that.
I'm appreciative.
Kurt, do you miss having your audience of 40 people in your board game cafe waiting on your various performances?
I can't not miss it. I was very broke, but also it was a magical time for me for many reasons. I work best when I have an immediate feedback, like an instant sort of, wow, I did it. That's something. I have like a natural desire to perform and to make people laugh and to have that kind of rapport back and forth. It's very good for the part of my brain that just says, pay attention to me
To
and
me.
enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I do like attention. Fortunately, things have quirked out such that I only want positive attention, so I'm not like a menace to society.
True.
But like if we're being totally honest, that was that was great for that particular indulgence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I mean I feel like you flourished, my friend. I feel
it
like
was good.
it fit, sometimes you just like you find out that there's a role that was made for you. That somehow your little brain neurons were like created such that you could perform this job better than anyone. And like I feel like pretty close for you that was board game teaching.
It was pretty damn good. It really was.
Yeah.
But not all things can last forever. Indeed, some would say nothing can.
Some would say that, but being rated by Amanda, that's something that lasts a lifetime. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Yeah, Fang Gang Raid! Lock the Fox, welcome, welcome. We are being raided on Twitch by Amanda, our third member. Hello, Linterna.
She's on her way. She's on her. We even have an update from the YouTube side where
Wow.
I'm sure you can't raid. But that's just, it's a kind gesture to pop in, tell us she's on her way.
This is great. This is amazing. I love the speed at which we receive information. We should communicate back and forth with Amanda's stream more often, We should send messengers back and forth.
Yeah. We should let's get a couple Hermes going that we can sort of with fleet feet disappear betwixt the two.
Betwixt the two. Welcome everybody. What game was Amanda playing?
Yeah, let us know.
Marvel.
Also, happy Monday to you too, Marvelman.
Kurt, what if we started our little pre-stream by playing whatever game Amanda was playing and beating her at it?
That sounds rude.
Okay, well, trying to beat her at it.
A chatting stream, so we win. We did it.
We chatted.
We had someone to chat with, so it's an unfair advantage.
But Amanda's so good at chatting, so I don't know.
That's the thing. You know what? Now that you say it, one person show, it means she's doing twice as well. Her high scores got a double fundamental multiplier because she's doing twice as much.
She's doing twice as much. Yeah, she deserves more credit. People in chat, now you've seen us chat for a bit. You can tell us who's winning at the chatting game. Hi, Peppermint Cherry. Nice to see you.
I love that emote.
That's a good. We've got a chat.
You got a good emote there, Spree. Hi
brat
to
chat
Cherry.
emote.
Hi to Lock the Fox. Hi to Otto. Hi to Rapala. Hi to Cash Maze. Hi to Mikey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome over in the YouTube chat too. Nice to see you
And
guys.
hi to Amanda, who is just posting emojis in the chat. We're waiting for you. We're here for you.
Amanda just wants to watch for a bit. She's been streaming for 5.5 hours. Let's just do a stream for Amanda.
She deserves it.
Yeah.
Let's all be honest here. She deserves it.
Oh, she's in the Zoom. Okay, wait, just a minute, guys. Sorry. Oopsie.
I'm not taking responsibility for that one in case anybody was wondering.
No, you weren't. Uh, Everything's broken. Just a minute.
Hello, everyone.
Everything's broken.
And it's us. We're here. Hello, Amanda.
Hello. How are you all?
We're doing great. Vibes are good over here. Talking about Halloween, talking about our various costumes.
Love it.
How's your 5.5 hours of streaming been going?
It was good. We were, as you were saying, we were just chatting. I also love that you guys were like, maybe we could beat her in that because there's two of us chatting. And I was like, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
More people chatting. Yeah, I was just chatting with stream. We watched some videos. We watched a dispatch interview. So the new dispatch game, they interviewed the cast, and so that was super cute. We watched a video as well about where Anne Rice was talking about her TV series for the Vampire Chronicles back when
Okay.
it was with Hulu before
Okay.
it was AMC, and what she wanted to happen in it, because I fell into a rabbit hole last night on Reddit where I heard that like people were claiming like Anne Rice and the Rice estate does not approve of Interview with the Vampire and they don't like it.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I was like, is
Drama.
this true? So I was trying to do research on that to see if I could figure it out. Obviously, Anne Rice died in 2021 before the show came out, so
So we can't ask her.
What are you gonna
I can't
do?
really ask her. So I was like, I could look at this video of what she wanted for the show before she died, because a lot of people in the comments were like, see, she would hate it. And I watched the entire 33-minute video, and I have to say, based on what I watched and what I've seen of the show so far, the first two episodes, I don't think she would hate it. I don't think it contradicts anything she said, but
And you're channeling the spirit of Anne Rice, right? When you watch the show. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm channeling the spirit of at least myself as someone that really loves the Vampire Chronicles. So I don't know.
I
think
love
sometimes-
channeling my own spirit, you know? If you think about it,
sometimes-
we're always
Spirit
doing
deserves
that. Yeah.
I think sometimes people just want someone to verify whatever their feels are, which I get because I'm trying to look for evidence that the Rices were involved and like gave at least their blessing because I like the show. So I understand people being like, I don't like it, so I'm gonna say they didn't like it.
Right.
But I don't think they've said, I don't think Christopher
Right.
Rice, her son, has said anything. So I don't know.
Jamie Laney, if you want to hear a bunch of people trying to speak for the dead, you should watch our Bay Leaf Bouquet.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
we
what a
did that.
plug. So smooth, Kurt.
I do what I can.
Wow.
Welcome, everyone, to another session of Lies You'll Enjoy, an RPG live stream in which we pretend we're people who we aren't. We say things that aren't true and tell you lies that we hope you'll enjoy. My name is Kurt, and I am a player of RPGs. I'm a lover of RPGs. Some say, rumor has it, I've even made some myself, but I am joined by, as always, two dear friends of mine, and digitally clockwise, we have the first of them to introduce himself.
My name is Anthony, and I haven't made any RPGs, unless you count the several gritty, real-world D&D systems that I made as a child, in which you would lose many, many limbs. Every time you were hit, you'd take some real piece of damage on your body, resulting in the fact that if you've been playing for more than 4 weeks, you have multiple peg legs and missing at least one eye. It was a real problem. But a very, very fun game. It really made, stakes were high. So I'm a less prestigious creator of RPGs than Kurt. They're very, very niche, very hard to get your hands on. But I am a player of RPGs. In a previous life, I am also an author, write books for kids. So making things up is my cup of tea, and I will be drinking tea tonight. And that brings us to our last member of the Lying Crew. Amanda, who are you?
Hello, I am Amanda McKnight, aka Vamp or VampX13. I'm very shiny, so I'm just gonna powder my face while I tell you
Should
who I
I
am.
powder this?
So shiny.
No, it's the
It's so
appropriate
shiny.
amount of shiny.
Okay, just thought I would check.
I am a streamer, an actress, a cosplayer, a YouTuber, and I also love RPGs, which is why I'm here with these lovely folks. And I have been playing RPGs for like almost 20 years or something. It's been a while.
And she's only 19, so that's crazy.
Straight from the womb.
I've been playing since before I was born.
Womb to table. Copyright it.
Womb to table. Okay, I see. All right.
That could be a game, maybe. I don't know what it would.
Kurt, make that game.
No. I already did one piece of make that game homework this week. I already did one.
Already? This week?
Oh, you already did it?
Well, it was like within the last 7 days. So yeah, I'm going to count it.
That's how a week works, yeah. Okay.
I like that for the thumb you use like the sneaky picture of me. It's very good.
Well, the rest of them were kind of like a really cheerful smile, and Anthony and I were so moody, so I had to pick sneaky.
Our vibes did not match today.
Yeah, I guess you guys kind of look really serious in the thumb. I was trying to go for like mischievous magic person.
It's true. But it's going to depend on who you draw in tonight's game, which is called Wickedness.
Ooh.
Wickedness. I'm excited.
So am I.
What is Wickedness, Kurt?
Wickedness is a tabletop role-playing game published by Possum Creek Games in collaboration with its designer, Nightlingabug on itch.io, I believe. This is a collaborative effort. I think there's a couple different designers at the helm. But I will clarify that as we go through. This game is 3-player exclusive, primarily authored by M. Vesalik, and it is a game in which we are 3 members of a coven. Each of us coven mates will represent someone who lives in the sanctuary. Our fates are bound to one another, the movements of 2 worlds, and a magic itself. It is not an easy or normal life. The natural order should be a harmony between the coven mates and between the underworld and the kingdom above, but where wisdom does not reach, wickedness may dwell. I'm excited to play this one, have been meaning to for years, but haven't worked up the nerve. And just today, we're ready. It's time.
Ooh. I'm so excited.
I suppose without further ado, here's some more ado. This game uses a deck of tarot cards, which in the 1980s, I think would get you arrested. But in 2025, we're allowed to do. The deck of playing cards, known as tarot, has been used for a number of things over the years, but originally it was a deck of playing cards like any other. In fact, you can see a striking resemblance between the tarot and this traditional deck of 52. But unlike some games we played this season of Lies You'll Enjoy, this one is not going to be used like a normal deck of cards. We're just going to be drawing cards, and they will give us prompts or identities or even, gosh darn it, character builds, as is
interesting.
The standard contemporary imagining of the tarot deck, perhaps one might say, because you draw the cards and they tell you your fate. And that's what we'll be doing today. Now, today I will be the handler of the tarot deck, as there are too many things for me to have figured out how to make it work digitally. So I will be the one who draws the cards for everyone, and your fate shall be in my hands.
He's going to rig it so he wins.
Definitely.
That is how it's going to work. For those curious,
everyone knows in all tabletop RPGs there can only be one winner.
There can only be one.
At the end of the season, we're going to tally up which of us won each game, and we'll crown them the winner.
The winner of RPGs.
Mm-hmm. The RPG, like for gangster. You get it. Yeah, what else, Kurt?
I think maybe we just sort of jump into things here, because I don't know if this is going to be a 1-shot or a 2-shot. It's built to last X amount of time, but we are slow.
But we are slow.
Might as well just start digging in, see how we're going. Sometimes it amuses me what Automod does and does not decide should go through.
It never fails. If something gets caught by Automod, that is the thing that's most surefire to distract Kurt. It's just so delightful.
It gets me every time. It's the one thing. I would be a terrible like full-time I'm the only one here streamer, because I would just always be going, guys, I can't tell you what happened, but well, watch out, Spree. That word could get you banned by the Automod if it's in the wrong
block it.
Okay, folks. Here's how this is going to work. I would ask that each of you, oh, I haven't actually sent it to you. Haha, okay. I'm going to make a copy of a play sheet that I prepared in advance, which should get us quickly going to make our characters.
Yay!
So if you two wouldn't mind, navigate to our communal drive where we keep all of our fancy little tools. You will find the rule book, which we may or may not need. And well, I'll need it, but you might not. And you will also find in about a moment.
A moment.
There we go. A play sheet for
Ooh.
Wickedness.
Whoa.
For those who have the Lies You'll Enjoy bingo at home, that's right. We have referenced both Google Drive and a spreadsheet at this point. So you can
Ding,
start
ding.
marking off some spots.
Mark those boxes.
Yeah.
We should do a bingo sheet one time for chat. I feel like that would be pretty fun.
That seems good.
Chat, I think it needs to be grassroots, though. We can't give them our own bingo sheet.
Right. Do they have to come up with the bingo sheet? Is that what you're saying?
When Kurt
Either
says
that-
something super funny, when Anthony looks really handsome. Yeah, you guys have to create it.
When Amanda eats food.
That's true. That one's consistent.
That one's real. That one's
Interesting.
real. Yeah. The free space in the middle is Amanda says she wants to play the game again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or Kurt compliments the designer.
That's true. That's true too.
Those always happen.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed.
I've tried to reform a little bit. I'm trying to be a little less effusive.
Every three
but-
streams, he insults the designer, which is really bad for our PR. But, you know,
Yeah,
he's trying to grow.
roping
But you
reins.
got to balance it out. You
Yeah.
can't be praising everyone.
No,
Can you?
otherwise it doesn't mean anything. Paul Hollywood doesn't give handshakes to every Bake Off contestant.
That's right.
Hey, you know what? That's right. That's right.
You know that's right. You know that's right. Okay. Yeah, Kurt. Well, Kurt brings up spreadsheets is a functional necessity, I'm afraid, because that's where the game materials are kept.
It's
And that's how
true.
there are no resources to play many of these games because almost all the games that we play are either tiny little small press games or independent games that are just made by one person and no one else. So what are you going to do? Now, I see that both of my compatriots have joined me in the sheet, so I will now have you determine your fates.
Ooh.
In this game, there are 3 different character archetypes. There is the pure heart, the old soul, and the wild. Gosh, I don't remember what the last one's called, but you will find out
Wild-
momentarily.
Wild.
Spirit. Wild spirit.
Wild spirit. Thank you. I hold before me 3 tarot cards. One is the Fool, one is the Magician, and one is the High Priestess. So I will now get you to choose a tarot card and seal your fate. And I would like you to do this by saying, left and right might be tricky. So let's call this one
Closet or
closet,
bed?
closet, bed, or middle.
Closet, bed, Kurt. The 3 options.
Closet, bed, picture.
Okay, sure. Closet, bed,
Look,
picture.
whatever you
Send me
want.
the picture.
Okay, are we gonna all say at the same time?
Yeah, I
That doesn't
guess.
make any sense.
Well, someone who's not me needs to choose their fate.
Okay,
So,
I choose picture.
picture.
Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, you dropped it.
I'm nothing. I have to leave the stream.
Get out. You've been kicked.
Okay, bye.
It is the magician.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Well, let's find out. For Anthony, who I suppose will be leftmost on our screen here, Anthony will be the wild spirit.
Thanks.
The wild
Wild.
spirit.
Lovely.
Amanda, better closet.
I'll go with bed.
Amanda
Just go
will
with
be.
bed.
Amanda has drawn, rather,
I'm gonna go to bed.
the high priestess.
Oh,
Ooh, no, pure heart. I imagine. Maybe
High priestess is old soul,
old soul. Okay.
old soul.
which means I have drawn the fool and shall be the pure
That is
heart.
pure heart.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh. Okay. So I'm the wild spirit. Amanda's the old soul. Kurt is pure heart. Fun. I was thinking all evening as I was getting ready for this. I was like, oh, which one are we gonna be? Which one do I want to be? I'm so glad I didn't have to choose though, because that's the horrible moment where I'm like, I want to be them all.
I like
be
when
them
a
all,
game
gotta be
picks
them
for
all.
me.
Yeah, I
I
like
don't
game
have to
pick for me.
decide.
Yeah.
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 We're not great at picking. We have so much picking that we have to do here, and it's tough, folks. It's tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's next?
I think next we might as well just choose a name from the drop down. We will be
Okay.
drawing more cards to seal our fate, but before we do that, you have a particular list of names pertinent to your draw, and some that are more flexible. For example, I have things like Alex or Charlie, but I also have a young name, a flower name, a bittersweet name.
Mm.
Hmm.
Ooh, okay. I've got options including Eris, Cersei, both good, or a powerful name, a reckless name, a stolen name, or a sexy name.
Eris is also Strife. No?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Cersei
I
was
don't
in the
know.
Odyssey, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if it has a meaning, but that's correct though.
Just in case people were curious about some classic witchy names.
I love the idea of a stolen name. Um, just evoke something.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
Hmm.
Oh, sorcery, I like that callback. Giving you capricious vibes. The Night Electric, here we go.
Mm,
Yeah,
nice.
love that game. That was a
That was
cool,
very
cool
fun.
game.
Hey, time roller.
Uh,
Whoops and
which you
on it.
can catch in our VODs on
Woo!
YouTube.
That's his second plug. We told Kurt that he gets kicked off the show if he doesn't plug 5 of our past VODs every stream. So,
You know, it's funny. I used to write for a board game website, and we were strongly, strongly encouraged to cross-link. Um, you can't cross-link a video, though, really. I guess you could have like a like appear at the top, but that doesn't. We can't do that now. Nor would it make sense to send you away right now. Now's when
no,
the show is,
it's
folks.
a stream. We want you to be here.
Please be here. Thank you for joining us. Wow, Amanda is actually taking the bull by the horns here and choosing a ton of answers, which is some badass stuff.
Oh, whoa,
I
crazy.
don't know what the top two mean, but I was like, I can choose these things because these are just drop downs.
And Amanda can.
And I did.
And I did.
Can
In my
and
Amanda
did.
way, when you guys are like, we got to make our characters. And then you're like, Amanda just selected everything already.
Frankly, I love it. That's just, go, go. We're going.
It's the only thing I go fast on, I think, in
Go fast, go fast.
RPG games. Everything else is like, But when I'm making a character, I'm like, I don't know, blue, green, red, chair, desk, best friends, mortal enemies, and a feather. Done.
Boom, boom, boom. It's just like that, folks.
Yeah.
Anthony
Although
has
our prompts
almost
are
chosen a
much cooler than
name.
Okay,
And
we're
he's
going
almost
at
showing
different speeds, all right? Some of us are the slow kid in class, okay?
So when you pick the ones that are like a descriptor for the name, do we get to know your name, or is
Yes,
that like
Anthony must now actually also choose the name
choose a
that
name?
was stolen.
I'm coming up with
have to-
something. I'm coming up with something. I'm trying to think about something in the world that there's no word for. Like like those things that they're missing a term for.
Ooh,
And then I'm
yeah.
called that because I stole it from the world. But it's a lot of backstory I gotta figure out here, guys.
Ooh, like a lost word.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. What's your name, Kurt?
My name is Verdant. I chose to pick a flower name, and while it's more green than flower, I think it counts. Implies youth, implies springtime, implies energy. Interestingly, the pure heart was the only one that I didn't feel I would have a voice for. The other
Mm-hmm.
two I thought I might have a voice for.
Ooh, I see.
But today I'm gonna pick a voice for. Gosh, I sure do have 1980s charity fundraiser song "We Are the World" stuck in my head real bad. Wish
What?
that wasn't true.
Why? What happened? Where did you hear it?
It's just in my
It's on the
head all the
radio?
time. There's no
Just in your head all the
reason.
time.
It's just
All
up
the
there.
time? It's in
Yeah,
there?
pretty like a lot. Yeah.
Wow.
Not as often as some things. Some things I wake up and it's already in the head. Jamie Laney, how far in advance do I plan the thumbnail? Thumbnail comes last. So if we're late, there's like a 20 to 40% chance that it's because I was like building the train track in front of us to put up the thumbnail. But sometimes well in advance, and this time it was well in advance because I was good.
It also depends on when Kurt gets pictures from us because Anthony and I usually try to take the pictures like day of to match whatever we're going to be wearing in stream. So, like, I'll get ready for my first stream, I'll take the picture, anything else I got to do before stream, and go live.
So yeah, that's fair. I'm not going to throw anybody under the proverbial bus, but if I get the pictures at 5 p.m., I'm doing it at 5 p.m.
And that happens. That happens.
It happens, but I'm here, and this is what I do, and this is why my partner makes dinner on Mondays.
Thanks. Thanks, Kurt's
Thank
partner.
you. Thanks, Kurt's partner.
Spree is like a collector of delightful thumbs. This cat wiggle is fantastic.
Emoticons, emojis, emotes. Thumbs
Emotes.
threw me off. I went, where are the thumbs coming from? How are they collected?
Did I say thumbs?
You sure did say thumbs.
Oh, maybe because we were talking about thumbs.
I'm sure that is why,
The
yes.
emotes that they're sharing are delightful. And I'm following like so many people just because I like these emotes. I almost said thumbs again.
Kurt, do we have to draw more cards to create these characters?
Yes, but I'm letting you do your thing.
Okay.
In fact, whatever. Let's do it now. Let's get our last little bit of card drawing. That's not true. There's more card drawing.
They're good emotes.
In addition to our first draw of Magician, High Priestess, and the Fool, we are also going to be drawing a set from the Sun, the Moon, and the Star. And so, much like before, we are each going to be choosing one. Anthony, if you would seal your fate.
I will go closet this time.
We have the Sun.
The Sun. Okay. And this, I should mark it on my play sheet here. Okay.
Yours is the default, so you should be good there.
I'm primarily driven by reason and practicality.
Of the remaining two, Amanda.
I'll go picture.
The Star.
Ooh, the star.
Which means I'm the moon. Which is appropriate.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. You're the moon, all right. Cool. So that's going to tell us what we are driven by, motivated by, if you will. What shapes our choices, our stances, our whole situation.
Got it.
Finally, our last card will shape our magic. And this time, magic. This time there will be 5 cards to choose from. So I'm simply going to number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anthony, please choose one.
2 for me, please.
Anthony has drawn the Chariot.
Ooh. Okay.
Anthony's power will come from something.
My power will come from... Oh, I have to choose. Okay.
You sure do, but there's different choices for each draw. Amanda, 1, 3, 4, or 5, which will be your power?
1, 3, or 5. I'm gonna say 4.
4 is Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, that's what I'm already set to.
Well, isn't that something? And now I'm going to shuffle the remaining 3 as I have seen their order, and I will draw one from the top of this shuffled quote-unquote deck. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Fun. Don't quote me on saying fun after the
The
hangman.
hangman. Fun!
It's evocative.
Yay!
Okay.
Okay, everyone
People
has.
could clip it, so
What shapes your magic, guys?
uh
I chose chariot. I got chariot, so I had a choice between travel and sword, and I chose
What?
travel.
oh. Ooh.
I
Oh.
chose ghost magic.
Ghost magic. Okay. I'm gonna go with time magic.
Time magic, magic, magic.
Time magic. Sweet. Time.
Which
Ghost.
feels very appropriate
Travel.
as an old soul as well. Time magic.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see how
Mm.
that getting something together.
Getting something together here.
Guys, I have a name. After
Okay,
all
what's
that
your
time.
name?
Okay, you ready?
You thought about it? You
Yes.
deliberated?
My name is Finistrid, and it's actually the name for the last cricket chirp of the night before morning. And it used to be commonly known, but I thought it was so beautiful. I've taken it for myself.
Woo! Love that. That's great. That is great.
Kurt says it's worth the wait.
It is worth the wait.
He's
Kurt
like,
says it's worth the wait.
choose a name.
And
And he's
how
like 20 minutes
appropriate
later.
that it's just like 3 letters off from finished, which it also is now.
It also is. Finistrid.
Great.
Okay.
So now that we have our name, now that we have our drive, now that we have our magic, the shape of it, we are answering a few questions that relate to our character archetypes. As an example, my questions are, my most important tool is, my medicine leaves a telltale sign, the underworld menaces me with, we all have that one, and then questions that we will ask of each other. Those will follow our other answers. Once we're done that, we're going to learn a little bit more about the world
Okay.
that surrounds us.
Okay.
But we are not quite there yet.
You guys have chosen so many things. Do you want to start telling us about them, or?
That's a question. I feel like, will you be able to fill these in well if we do that?
Yeah, sure. I'm halfway done.
Wow.
I'm like so fast, and it never takes me 20 minutes to find a name.
That's so true, actually. I don't know why you would even say that, because
It's a
no one would
weird
ever
thing to
accuse
say.
you.
Yeah.
That's just such an odd thing to say. Sure. My coven mate is called Verdant. Verdant is driven by emotion. Verdant is driven by mystery. And Verdant is a pure heart, which is perhaps a more youthful, naive sort of figure in this place that we'll be exploring. Verdant has ghost magic, and that might come to haunt them. There's an herb garden that Verdant keeps at the crossroads, drawing out what can be drawn from the soil there. Some for magic, some just enjoying being among the plants. When Verdant uses their medicine, they leave a telltale sign, an unearthly color, something that shouldn't quite be here. Some would tell you that it looks like that slickness, rainbow color that oil leaves, but it's not really that. That's just you desperately trying to fill in the blanks of this color that isn't really there.
Ooh. I
You
love
can always
that.
see it, though. Verdant is menaced by the underworld, as we all are.
As we
and
all
the
are.
menace in question is a lost loved one's face.
Ooh.
Verdant knows this is a consequence of meddling in matters of ghosts, but can't help but continue. And that is all that for now we know about Verdant.
Cool. I really like that. I love the color. That is so cool. Amanda, do you want to tell us about Agatha, or do you want me to go next?
I can tell you about Agatha.
Right.
Agatha is an old soul. I was dealt the star, so I'm primarily driven by faith and connections. I was also dealt the Wheel of Fortune, so I have time magic, which shapes my magic. The predictions I trust most come from a clouded crystal. And I imagine it's a crystal that I wear around my neck. That is
Okay.
kind of like a sizable like gem or orb that when I rub it, it can like reveal things beneath the clouds in that crystal.
Okay. I like it. Fun.
Yeah.
I have a benign fixation on townsfolk gossip.
Okay.
The underworld menaces
Wait.
me. Sorry.
Townsfolk gossip. What, so you're just obsessed. You just like are always collecting local trivial gossip.
Yeah, I just love it. Like anytime it's brought up, I think Agatha like can't let it go. She needs the tea, you know?
Amazing. Does it have any tie-in with your magic, or is it literally just like this is just something that you love?
I mean, it's a benign fixation, so I feel like
Guess it should be pretty benign.
probably no ties to my magic. Probably just something that I can't pass up the opportunity to
I
hear
love
more,
that.
you know?
It's a great detail. It's an old
Mhm.
soul obsessed with gossip.
I
Amazing.
love the goss.
Mm.
Uh the underworld menaces me with an ominous hourglass, which I'm not really
Ooh.
sure how that manifests yet. I'm not sure if it's like a literal hourglass that I just like see. I don't know if it appears and it keeps like running down or if it's like something I see in my vision. Like if you've seen what was that show that was on Netflix with the aliens?
We really aren't going to be able to help you with this one.
I
No.
know, I can't remember the name of it. Chat might know the name of it. But basically it's a thing where you see a timer in front of your face and it's like counting down. So I don't know if maybe it's like that, if it's like an hourglass that I like literally see in my vision, but no one else can see it.
Okay.
That sounds
That's
pretty
cool.
terrible.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, in the show it's like a countdown clock and it's just like it just appears for people and they don't know why.
Is that?
Star Trek? No, not Star Trek. I can't remember what it's called. It's based on a book series.
Oh no, it's Oh no. Oh god.
No, you can't
The three
remember
body
it.
problem, right? Is that
Yeah,
true?
the three body problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you. And then ask the
Sound like the
wild
Father, the Son, and
spirit
the
two of
Holy
the
Ghost.
following. So I have questions ready to go when you guys are ready to go, but I'll let you finish introducing yourselves first.
Wait, so yeah, do you know what the hourglass is connected to, or you're just tormented by this and you have no idea what the end is?
Ooh, yeah. Do you know?
Yeah,
Do you
I
know what
like
it
the
means or
idea
not?
that I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means.
Okay.
Like in the three body problem. It's so
Mystery.
horrifying.
Yeah.
That whole concept was like
It's pretty terrifying.
pretty creepy.
Okay, that's my turn. So my coven mate is the archetype of the wild spirit, and their name is Finistrid. I was dealt the sun, so I am driven. My character is driven by reason and practicality, which is an interesting kind of contrast with this wild spirit, you know? But that contradiction is part of, I think, what makes Finistrid themselves. I was also dealt the chariot to characterize the type of magic that I wield, and my magic is travel magic. And what that means is that I am empowered by collecting the world. Both by the action of moving through space and time. I like pluck the ley lines as I move across them, gathering the spirit and the energy, but also like the more of the world I know, the more I can sort of like twist the strands of fate to control it. So I'm always collecting information.
That's cool.
Yeah. And when I'm not here in the coven with you, as we will probably be during this game and working our magic, I'll have an almost like constant like pace around the world. Like I'm always moving constantly, sort of like shifting, searching, never staying still for too long, except when it is time to work my magic with the two of you. one of my questions is: when danger calls, I wield, and I've chosen my bonded beast. My spirit has been connected to my beast of burden, a massive rhinoceros on whose back I ride. I usually sort of stand at attention, staring out across the horizon as I ride my three-horned rhinoceros across the landscape. And it is by with the strength of my beast that I protect myself with. We are bonded by soul and mind. I move is one of my how I move is one of my prompts, and I've chosen with inevitability. This connects back to this constant wandering that I have to do. I am always moving, not necessarily of my own accord, but because I must, because I'm sort of playing out a preset sort of clockwork across the globe. And the underworld menaces me with an innocent that I've hurt. I am both wild. I take what I want. As you can see, I've taken the name of Finistrid from the world itself. But in my youth, I took more and more. And in one moment of magic seeking, I hurt, sacrificed an innocent who now dwells in the underworld, tortured because of my actions. And so the guilt of that is what keeps me now in line, constantly moving to escape my guilt. I think that's all I know about Finistrid.
Cool.
Cool.
Dang. Yeah, that's neat. Okay, well, now we've got to ask each other some questions.
Yay! My favorite part of every RPG is the character questions when we ask each other.
I suppose I went first, so perhaps I shall return now. Verdant is to ask the old soul two of the following. Why did you invite me to the coven?
Because you might be able to help me figure out what this hourglass is about. I think. I believe that you might have the secret to that.
And I'm curious if we know why you think that, or if we should leave that until later.
Let's leave that until later. I don't know if I have enough information now to give you like an explanation.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
What do you always tell me, but I never seem to grasp?
I think that Agatha always tells Verdant about the importance of not meddling too much in other people's affairs, but you like can't help but get involved. Anytime someone comes to you, you're like, I think you're kind of like a yes man.
Oh.
Does that
So
feel
I always
good to
agree
you,
to
Verdant?
help when I hear about something,
Mhm.
whereas you want to hear about it and have no interest in becoming involved.
I think it's more of like there are times to get involved and times to not get involved, but I just tell you to like be more aware of, you know, the circumstances before you just jump in. But you're the type of person that when someone comes to you for something, you're like just instinctively you want to say yes before you even have all the details. And I'm just saying if you do that, you can get yourself into situations that you might not be able to get out of. Not everybody should be helped, and there's a certain balance that we have to maintain.
Are you ever embarrassed when you hear the townsfolk bring up something that I've done, whether in praise or condemnation?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, I'm just going to continue with the second set, which is asking the wild spirit two of the following.
Yes,
Why
ask
else?
me.
Uh, when has my courage impressed you, if ever?
Hmm. Hmm. Sometimes, when I stay too long in the coven's hovel with you, the guilt, the manifestation of the underworld's chains against me appear. They appear first in nightmares and then in manifestations. The child that I have hurt appears, a screaming banshee. And while it like strikes me to the core, I think you're always there, and you speak quietly to it, and can calm it and give me a moment's respite. And I don't understand how you can be as brave as you are.
Okay. Second question. Oh, these are so opposite. I'm not sure which one to pick.
What are they?
Okay, I will just tell you them both if you have a vibe one way or another. One is what pet name did you give me? And the other is what about me annoys you the most?
Those are both good. Those are both
Such
good.
different vibes.
Uh,
You can't have them both. I know you want to figure out, oh, can I have them both? You can't.
uh, hmm.
No, this is unfair. What pet name did you give me?
Um,
It doesn't have to be nice. It doesn't say that.
That's
What
true.
pet
You
name
could
did you give
do
me?
both at the same
Doesn't have to be
time.
nice.
Doesn't have to be nice. Um, um, I call you Bear Cub, because like a bear cub, you are innocent of the world and yet unafraid by it.
Ooh.
Perfect. Okay. That's it for my questions to both of you. And so now I pass play to Anthony. That's clockwise. I know
Sure.
that's different than the order we did it the first time,
It's
but
okay.
I like to keep things funky fresh.
Nice.
I like it.
Ooh.
Let's keep it funky fresh.
Okay, are the questions that I have to choose? Okay, I have 3 to choose from. Choose 2.
Yeah.
They're so good.
So good you barfed.
So good I barfed. What? Okay. Agatha, how do you keep me under control?
Me.
Yes.
How do I keep you under control? Um. Hmm. I think I think I brew a very soothing tea for you, and it makes you really sleepy.
How do you get me to drink this after the first time? Why am I so dumb?
Because it smells irresistible to you.
Okay. Right, but it smells like the tea my mother made, and I can't stop myself from
You
having
can't stop
some.
yourself. Every time I make it, you know what's coming. Yeah, I think you try, you put up a fuss, but then in the end, you always drink it anyways.
Love it. Okay.
Irresistible.
Now, as we know, you have foresight. You can see the future. And I am a creature that both is mixed with both chaos and order and fate pull on me from different directions. Question is, what future do you see for me? Will I ever stop wandering? What end will I come to?
Well, the future is never set, my child, as I will tell you many times. However, I see a lot of destruction in your future. That's why I'm always trying to make you this sleepy tea so you'll calm down for a minute.
So you see like scorched earth, like swaths of destruction, and you're like, well, I've made some chamomile tea for you. Perhaps you'll just rest for a moment.
Yeah, I see like the sun falling down upon the earth and everything explode. There's a lot of explosions. There's like my hair is on fire. It's doesn't look good for any of us, really.
Right.
But maybe if you have a nap, you know,
A nap will solve anything. I love that folk wisdom.
good rest and water can solve anything.
Amazing.
Hmm.
Okay, very good. Kurt, it is your turn. Are you ready?
Of course.
I like that you wrote that I also say the future is never set.
Yeah, it's a good.
But also,
It's a good quote. You gotta put it there, and it makes sense, right? Because if you see something as horrifying as swaths of destruction, it's nice to also remind people that the future is never set.
yeah.
Oh, Jamie just gifted a sub to Very Powerful Nerd.
Ooh, nice.
I love that. Very sweet.
Thank you, Jamie.
A very powerful gesture.
A very powerful gesture indeed.
Okay. Verdant. Are you ready?
Of course.
When did I frighten you most?
The moment I was most frightened was when you didn't act.
Ooh.
I saw the manifestations of your guilt, and I saw you frozen there, and I thought, surely now is not the time to wait. Surely now is the time to do something. The idea that your own power, the consequences of your actions, are what you don't have in check, that's frightening.
Good. Good. Yes, it is terrifying how out of control it is. And this one is okay. Who from my past do you remind me of?
You never say it, but sometimes when we're together, you speak of a sister lost when you were young. I find that you tell stories about her to me that you don't speak elsewhere. And sometimes it seems like they're because of something I said or something I did. I like that you do it. I've never mentioned that I notice. They always seem to happen in response to something I've said or done.
Right. So it's not a direct you remind me of, but you've just finished saying something, or I've watched you perform some act, and then I just tell you an anecdote, unbidden.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. A lost sister. Okay, that's all my questions. Amanda, you must ask.
I got some questions for you guys. And let me see. One of them is for, because I already chose my questions. For the wild spirit, for you.
Me.
Finistrid.
Yes.
Why did you used to revere me, and what changed?
A being of such might, an ability to see the future. When I was young and in training, I heard that you could twist the future to your very whim. What wisdom that person must have. What incredible intellect. What a plan for the universe must be being enacted. And then we became of one coven. I met you, and I came to know you. And you are everything they say, but you are also just a person. Wisdom, sure, but no great plan. Your actions are motivated the same way everyone else's is. That of an attempt at prudence, but with blind spots. humanity feeling. I wasn't interested.
Okay. Well, I have looked into your future, and now I must know, how will you be the absolute death of me, do you think?
Ooh. Hmm. Interesting.
Like that tonally, this can be interpreted very, very different ways.
Hmm. Okay. I think there is a foretold path of mages. There is a evolution that is known to take place. When you were young, you were also a wizard or a mage of the realm of space, of travel and place. But with enough wisdom, you switch dimensions and you become a mage of time. Uh, and um, when you took this role, the Mage of Time passed, and you were there to see it. And some would argue that perhaps it was because of you that the old Time Mage passed. And it seems
Because it was their time. It was my time to ascend to
Right.
their role.
right. And now I am the new seeming mage of space, and I'm going to reach my peak of development at some point, and we all know what's going to happen, or we think we do, but no one says anything about it.
Very interesting. The question is, was it that because I came into that power that they passed, or was it that I came into that power because they passed?
That path of causality is unknown. We're not sure.
We don't know. We don't
Open to
know.
interpretation.
Hmm. These things have a way of working out.
You're so optimistic.
Ask the pure heart two of the following. Verdant, what would turn you into me?
Watching. Just watching. Watching, not doing. My garden grows because I weed it. I sow the seeds, I plant them there. Each time you walk by, you say, "How lovely." And you look upon it. You've never helped. Each time you walk by the town, you listen. Each time you hold your crystal, you stare into it. But what do? You watch.
When did I lose your trust?
When you didn't help me save my husband from death. You just watched.
Oh, dang, you gonna put that on me? Okay. Cool. When I didn't?
Not to meddle in such things, you told me. I would understand someday.
Dang. Okay.
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 You'll understand one day.
That's right. Now there's one more thing that you choose for your coven mate, and then you also have a series of follies and sources of your power. You don't need to really pick these apart right now, but they are there, and we will be using them during the gameplay portion of the game. But spoiler alert, I consider this part of gameplay, and so does the game.
Yay!
Quite explicit, actually.
Obviously. It's the best. I mean, even if you've played a pretty like traditional pen and paper role playing game, you know that making the characters one of the best bits.
You know it's good. That's why I work on these sheets so we can go.
Nice.
Okay,
Everyone
so
has chosen some interesting things that their power can do. Mine says my power is best used for violence, which is an interesting note, but is also suited to something else. I've chosen transformation.
Ooh.
Amanda, what did you choose?
I chose conjure spirits.
Best suited for seeking knowledge, but you can also conjure some spirits. And Kurt, your power is best used for medicine, but
it can also be used to pacify others.
oh, interesting. It's got a bit of an edge to it, I think.
Pacify others. Ooh, that's spicy.
Well, comes in handy sometimes.
Yeah, I like that. We sound pretty powerful, the three of us together.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
That jives.
Yeah.
So the rest of the things on this sheet, my power comes from, and my follies, are they just things that are true about me? I don't have to choose a thing?
Yes, there is a sort of mechanical element that'll come into this,
Okay.
and I'll just tell you a little bit about it now. During the game, at some point, we will be asked to make certain sacrifices, I guess. Sometimes that will involve crossing things out. Your sources of power, when used, are struck. And then if you use them again, they are blackened, which will change the nature of what they mean for your character.
Oh.
Struck powers can later be unstruck.
Okay.
Blackened powers, that's a permanent shift to who you are in certain ways. So
Okay.
don't worry too much about the passages in brackets right now, in parentheses for that section.
Those will come.
But to inform how we work here, I will tell everyone what my power comes from. On the surface, I am sprightly, lovely, and healthy. I have love for myself, for my friends, and for all things that grow. Deep down, I am innocent, angry, and
Ooh.
stronger than you think.
Love that. Very interesting. My power comes from the following sources. On the surface, I am strong, glorious, and invincible. I fight for myself, for my friends, and for what is right. Deep down, I am caring, afraid, and will listen to reason.
And my power comes from the following sources. On the surface, I am tidy, harmless, and lively. I see the value in myself, in my friends, and in the company of others. Deep down, I am honorable, unsure, and have hope for the future. You know, it's weird because I feel like the characters we made lend to these. I don't know if I would say generic, but these, like, these are part of the archetypes, right? That we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only 3. And yet we all built characters that build into this, but we're only reading this now. Because I didn't read this before. You guys didn't read this before, did you?
Nope.
Not really. I did know a little bit about things because you can't make a play sheet without catching glimpses, but it's definitely very subtly and well put together so that you really lean into.
So you lean into what you're doing, but you still have like a plethora of choices to customize. But like the essence of who these characters are is baked in to the choices. But then even just when we ask each other questions, I feel like it builds towards this. It's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's some good writing, man.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's
It
cool.
is. It is. The prompts pushed us in this direction, tricked us. It's like a really advanced sort of like magic show where they like suggest something to you.
Yes, yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, you did pick that card."
Whoa.
And then you're like, "How did you know that?"
How did you know?
Got him.
They were putting it in your mind the whole time. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's magic, baby.
That's
and
cool.
that's how magic works.
Our first example of magic in the game, how the characters are created.
Wow. We also all have follies, which are
Yeah, what are our follies about? Our flaws?
Yes. So we will be invoking our follies,
Oh, lovely.
certain challenges. We'll have this game is going to be conducted over a series of, now I'm paying more attention. This game is going to be conducted over a series of sort of card draws which present a problem which we must then deal with. And based on our options, we are going to then choose something. And often an answer that we irrevocably are going to have to deal with is choosing which of our follies we fall upon.
Okay.
Which of our follies is the sword of Damocles that affects, I guess, the outcome of a situation. Um,
Fall on a
functionally,
folly.
yeah, fall on a folly. Fall out. Not sure what that was. So that is our situation. Do we want to describe our follies to those at home, or do we want to move on to our setting elements?
Let's go to setting.
Cool. We're pretty much ready to do that. So here is how that's going to work. There are three places that matter to us as the coven.
Okay.
Uh, there is a place called the sanctuary, a place called the kingdom, and a place called the underworld.
Cool.
I will now tell you a little bit about that. Now that we know a little bit about our coven, we're going to discover the place that they live. The sanctuary is a strange place, called home by strange forces. It doesn't wholly belong to anyone, but we are its de facto custodians as the coven. The first thing we're going to decide is the location of our coven, where it is physically in the world. So we're going to circle one of the options, or like click on a drop-down option on the sanctuary section, which is this same play sheet that we've been using so far. And I have hastily filled in the drop-downs as we have been doing our character creation process.
Wow.
The first choice will be made together. So I would invite each of you, in fact, Anthony or Amanda, could one of you read out the options for location since we're choosing it together?
Okay. We have a couple. We could choose in a bad neighborhood of the capital city, down a winding path through the woods, in a fortress ruin on a lonely cliff, or above a shop in a quiet seaside town. So, in a bad neighborhood, down a winding path in the woods, in a fortress ruin, or above a shop. We'll think.
Hmm.
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 I think if I'm going to veto one, that's going to be my contribution. I'm
Okay.
not that interested in bad neighborhood of a capital city.
Right. Okay. Nice.
It is interesting, but I don't think that's the vibe I want to lean into today.
Nice. No winding path through the woods for me, which leaves Amanda. Do you want to choose between a fortress ruin or above a shop in a quiet seaside town?
Above a shop in a quiet seaside town.
Interesting. Interesting. What is the shop?
Ooh, it's a fun question.
It could
A tea
be
shop.
Nice. Is it Verdant's tea shop?
Yes.
How do you feel about that, Verdant?
Yeah, that's fun.
A garden in back kind of thing?
Garden in the back. I don't think there's so many customers that it's really self-sustaining, but it doesn't have to be, right? We're magic.
Yeah.
But it keeps you busy. It's something to do.
Yes. And I think it like attracts sometimes the right strangers, you know?
The gossip. It
the
attracts
gossip.
the gossip.
That's true. That's
I
true.
wonder if that's why you've allowed this to be part of our arrangement here. Because I imagine this
Maybe.
place was a sanctuary of sorts before the tea shop, right?
I think that it's good to be connected with the people, is what Agatha would say.
Interesting.
But
Do we feel like she believes that?
that is what Agatha would tell you. Whether or not it's just because she wants the hot goss, I don't know if she'd ever say.
I see. Okay,
To
great.
help people, you must be connected to them.
Great.
Very true. Very true.
Mhm.
We can't separate ourselves too much from the real world. That's why I wander the plane constantly. I must know the world before I can do anything about it. What we have next
Very
are
cool.
resources. Do we just
Yep.
those are just nice starting ones? Living spaces,
So
a modest sum
for
of
the
gold.
resources, each of us will either invent one or pick one that's already there. And
Nice.
yes, we do start with living spaces and a modest sum of gold.
Nice. Okay, well, I guess a shop front is kind of assumed.
Kind of. We
We don't
established
even
that.
really need to.
Okay.
Select that as one. We could just also have that probably because we've established that already.
Right? We're just leaning
Unless
right
we're
into
like,
things.
I don't want any more than 2 other of these, and then we can use it as one if we want.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh. If
The-
I wanna write my own, should I just write over this?
You should be able to. Yeah.
I made some mistakes.
I believe I programmed it to do that, and if it doesn't do that, then that's on me. Sorry, I have sinned,
I
Father.
feel like we have I'm kind of between 3 here. Do you guys want to give me your thoughts on this?
Please.
A receiving room for important guests, safe shelter for the lost, and potion regents. I like all of those.
Nice.
Yeah, potion reagents is cool.
Pretty
It's
cool.
I would lean towards receiving rooms. I like the idea that like in the upstairs there might be some sort of like in rooms that you could put some guests in if someone needed a safe place to stay.
Yeah. Yeah, that does
Atomic
make sense.
sorcery is just like spitting some sweet poetry that is describing, I think, all of our characters and their magic.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Sorcerer's
cool
just going
that.
off in the chat, writing full-on poems, and I know they're
Beautiful.
originals because that's the difference between our dear sorcery and our dear Lock the Fox.
Yep.
Lock the Fox will type something, and I'll go banger, so cool, and Fox will be like, "Nah, it's a quote from a song," and I'll go, still
Oops.
a banger,
Ah, still a banger.
still a banger,
Still a
Fox.
banger, to be fair.
To be fair,
To be fair.
I have chosen for our resources a bottomless pit in the basement of this place that is lined with books. So we have a bottomless pit library, and you're never like really sure like how far down it goes, but you can keep looking if there's a book you're looking
basement
for.
library that's endless.
Yeah, endless basement library.
That's even better than a well-stocked library or whatever they said in here. You like
Yeah.
expanded on it.
Well stocked, not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. Not enough.
Well, are there any of the 3 that you guys like of those?
I'm voting for rooms, but
Rooms?
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
A receiving room for important guests?
Oh, I was thinking the place to stay actually, but that's good too.
Oh, a safe shelter for the lost?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I like it.
What does Kurt choose?
I think Amanda sold me on potion reagents. I
Nice.
think that's just cool. That also makes
Yeah.
sense,
We got the
ties it all together.
yeah. There's a garden and stuff. Makes sense.
Anthony, sorry the sheet yelled at you. I'm having it unyell at you.
You're good.
Fixed.
Fixed. Okay. I think now we get to choose friends.
Yes, each of us is going to choose a friend and give them a name and a detail.
Name and a detail. Nice.
That's right.
Okay.
I'll go to
Ooh.
third friend. For those of you at home, it's a great pick list, and
It's
you
really
can't
good,
see most
sorry.
of it. But I am looking at the juxtaposition in particular of a cunning orphan and a sweet child. I can be your angel or your devil.
I mean, why can't we have a sweet orphan, a cunning child?
We
There's
could.
this orphan prejudice here.
Could be
Sweet orphan does sort of give like, please, sir. Or like, the sun'll come out tomorrow.
It's just Orphan Annie.
Bet your bottom orphan that tomorrow there's no dad.
We definitely
like-
have the fated goddess of a forgotten shrine.
That seems true. I can't see this and not pick it myself, unless one of you needs it. Mine are sprites and their spokes creature.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I was also looking at that.
amazing.
If that's the one you want to pick, I can pivot. That's fine with me. I don't have
Oh, do
any
we
more
all
yet.
pick? We all pick different ones.
That feels like the smartest choice, but I'll pick a
Oh,
different
I just
one.
saw that there was only one drop down. Oh,
There's more beneath it.
There are
Ooh.
3.
No, that's fine. You can take that. I was also looking at a military admirer, a dangerous
Interesting.
spirit bound by old magic, a very old cat, or a transformed servant.
Nice. I mean, we could have a normal friend instead of right now we have a goddess and some sprites.
Yeah, we could have
but
a military
we love 'em.
admirer if you like.
Military admirer. I don't even know what that means, but I kind of like it.
I don't know. I'm thinking of like someone that flirts with us who's in the military.
Oh, that actually makes sense. That makes more sense than how I interpret it, which was someone who was just like, I love the army.
Or like they admire our military might. Like they just come by and they're like, "You're so powerful."
Mm,
I love
yeah.
it. Yeah, I don't know if it's like someone that's with the military that might be trying to also like schmooze us, to use us. But they could also genuinely just be like, I like one of you or all of you. I'm just a fan, just an admirer from the military.
Okay.
And and the military admirer's name is John Smith?
Yes.
Pocahontas?
Colonel John Smith.
What does Colonel John Smith admire about these 3 weirdos in this tea shop?
Wait, what's the detail about? Did we just
Just
describe them a
something
bit?
about them. Yeah. A name and a detail, says the book. And so I went, okay. That's what I sound like inside my brain. It's just a little guy who's like, okay.
Okay.
If that's what you think we should do,
Sure.
then, seems pretty good to me.
Miss Piggy.
I guess I could use
Mhm.
he, him pronouns for John Smith. I feel like probably he, him.
All right.
That seems about right.
Yeah. I mean, John Smith could be she, her. John Smith could be whatever they want to be, but I think John Smith is he, him. He really loves our tea and also the wind chimes we keep out front. He finds our little tea shop and our company soothing.
Okay, I like it. So he's like kind of like he's a man with a rough life, but he finds this a place of sanctuary.
Yeah, I think he just is looking for a little bit of peace. I think, being in the military, it's a lot sometimes.
It's a lot.
And he just wants a place to chill and
Sick.
something that is his own.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Can he be real old? Would that be fun?
Yeah, he can be really old. Sure. Well, then what should he be? Mm,
I don't know. That's all I had. I was just like, what if he's real old?
Yeah. He's like retired military. He has the soul of a mage, but a life wasted on violence.
Damn.
Okay, let me tell you about the friend that I created. As I said,
tell me.
the fated goddess of a forgotten shrine. And her name is Delirious. Not sure why, but it sounded cool. And in the back garden where the tea is grown, there are old standing stones, like sort of like unmarked, a stone sort of arranged in a geometric fashion. They might have some etchings across their surface that have been lost to like layers of lichens and moss. And they used to be worshipped by the old people of the coast who lived here long before the settlement came up. And I think there's lots of good choices about what kind of goddess she should be. I've been searching, but just for some Anthony sadness twinge default, she is the goddess of shepherding your lost past loved ones to the islands beyond the sea, where they can go to rest.
Cool.
Well, this is quite the cast of characters we're wrangling together here.
She's waiting for John Smith, you know, if you know what I'm saying. Counting the days.
What? So I also added, as you requested, that John Smith be older. I said, he is older, distinguished, and nearing retirement. Don't take him before he retires. Let him retire at least. And I said,
I'm killing John Smith before this game is over.
Dead at the beginning
He
of
might.
this game.
He is a
Walks
friend
in-
of the coven, I should say. Like actually.
Right.
Yeah.
There's folks who we, have a working relationship with, but John Smith is a friend of the coven.
Mhm. And I also added the John loves daisies.
Well, that's cute.
It's nice. John.
John, that's cute.
He's
You
a
love
daisy
daisies,
man.
John?
Yeah, he does.
I do.
John, you have such a beautiful voice.
I thank you. I like to sing on the weekends.
Oh, wow.
Do we
Are you
call
gonna
him
die
John
soon?
or do we call
Yeah.
him Colonel Smith? We call him Colonel Smith, but he's always like, call me John.
Call me
maybe it
Colonel
depends
John.
on which one of us it is.
He's got a big crush on somebody. Who is it? Agatha?
Mm.
Age appropriate?
Why? Because I'm old?
You're
It
fucking
doesn't
old.
have to be a big crush to be like.
I'm an old soul. I don't have to actually be old, but I can
Fine.
be old. I'm fine with
That
being
is
old.
true. You actually do not have to be old.
Okay.
The game is pretty explicit about that.
But I could be old.
No,
You
up
could
to
be
you.
old. Old to you.
I think I'm like old, but I don't look old is the vibe.
Nice.
Like I think I'm ancient, but I'm like, and not like I'm like eternally youthful or anything
Right.
like that. It's more like I'm really old, but I just look really good for my age.
Right. That body don't
Right.
quit.
Body don't quit. Agatha does her calisthenics.
And her Kegels.
You have to ask John about that last one.
I said that
John
just
doesn't
for...
know anything about that last
No,
one.
no, you don't think
John's
so?
never heard about that last one.
Too bad.
Too much time with men
Mm.
in war
Kegel,
camps.
what kind of measurement is that? How many
I'll have
Kegels in a
2
cup?
Kegels of tea, please.
Oh, I already love John.
We love John more than anything we've created.
Here's how I imagine John Smith. I feel like it's one of those like benign old man, just wants to sort of be like a little extra friendly because this group, he doesn't have an excuse to talk to someone who's younger most of the time.
Mhm.
It's never creepy. John Smith's never like,
No.
what a
he's sweet.
beautiful breast. That's not like what John Smith is like. Yeah. But
No, he's a nice old man. He's not creepy.
not
He's
creepy.
nice. He's
That's all I'm saying.
genuine. John Smith. The
It's
genuine
just-
John Smith, they call
Genuine John Smith. It sounds like a song, and I don't know what kind of song, but it made me sing this.
Well, we've spent as long creating John Smith as we've spent creating our characters, but let's learn about one more friend that we have.
Yeah.
The outside of our shop has a bunch of ivy growing on it, vines that snake up in between the brickwork. And I think each little leaf, there are real leaves, but I think mixed among them are little spirits of springtime. And you can really tell only during the colder parts of the year, which I don't think is a long season because the other leaves fall off, but there's still these little leaves. And you can see, I think they look around every once in a while.
Sometimes they'll
Um,
shuffle up and down the vines, maybe.
Can I suggest that in the winter it's kind of more like a rainy season because we're like a little
Yeah.
coastal city? Mhm,
Yeah, yeah.
mhm.
That's good.
So like the ivy is still always there, but sometimes it's just not as verdant.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And yes,
pun
so
intended.
it's very clear to tell which ones are the real ones in the rainy season. Otherwise you can't really tell, except there's this sort of movement among the leaves. Anyway, they are collectively represented by a spokes creature, which is a stubby little dryad, I think, named Ivy. You would think that Ivy would be like lithe and have the elegant sort of stretched form of a tree dryad, but
Is
no, to
Ivy
be
really rotund?
I think Ivy's yeah, a plump little dryad who kicks her feet sitting on the edge of the brickwork.
Love it.
I love this so much. Does Ivy have any pronouns? Ivy is
Uh
just Ivy,
yeah, I think
or
we'll give she her for Ivy. I'll throw it
okay,
in there.
that's super cute.
But one can say they because Ivy's often representing like the leaves. And so if
Right.
you're talking to Ivy, Ivy's sort of
Kind
the
of talking to all the
manifestation of many
leaves.
small spirits, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Next up, wonders.
I wonders how that works. Everybody is going to choose one. The circle of protection has already been chosen for us. It is a
Okay.
default mandatory choice. The others we will be choosing.
Okay, it's just a circle of protection. Useful.
Yeah. Now, you'll be tempted to tell us things about what this wonder does.
We
You may
can't.
not.
You may not.
You may not.
What? This is like our worst fear as tabletop RPGers, the way that we all play. I feel like we're always like, but like, what's the backstory behind, why you wear red shoes? And then all of a sudden we're like, let me tell you a 15-minute story.
These wonders are crazy.
And then let me spend an hour creating John Smith. And now we can move on.
Look, John
Wow, here's
Smith
a-
needed his hour. We all
John
know.
Smith needed that hour. He might not have very many hours left if,
Yeah, that's
Delirious
right.
has anything to say about it.
Oh yeah, these are good. I didn't scroll down on these wonders. There's some good wonders. Let me tell you about them, folks.
Tell me.
We could have a celestial garden, sure. An ancient statue,
Ooh.
a midnight fountain. What could that be? An elaborate
Don't tell us.
orrery. What's an orrery? I forget.
Like an astronomical model of sorts.
Nice. An elaborate orrery. A flying machine. A clock with a sense of humor. Dreamy maze-like corridors. Gateways to distant and exotic places. A door to somewhere truly special. A hole to nowhere. An upside-down room. Or an enormous egg.
An enormous egg.
An enormous egg.
I don't love that everyone said it. I don't know why. We're gonna end up with an enormous egg for sure.
Why would you not want an enormous egg, Kurt?
What's wrong with
No.
an enormous egg?
I'm vegan.
I guess we did just have a
He is
dragon
vegan.
egg in our last one.
True.
This could be a new theme for us. Eggs.
Egg themed. I'm sure Jamie's gonna love that.
The egg doesn't have to hatch. It could just be an egg as it is.
It's Chekhov's egg. It has to hatch.
These are great. So wait, we just have to pick one without any.
Uh-huh. Guess I'm picking one without
He's
any.
picking one.
This is impossible. Whatever. I'm picking I'm picking one that reminds me of my favorite poem, and that's all. That's all.
Okay, I'll save us from an egg, even though I'm very tempted to do an enormous egg.
Look, you can do an enormous egg if you want to. No one can stop you. It's your legal right.
If I want to choose an enormous egg.
Everybody
is anyone-
wants enormous egg.
That's
Well,
true.
There's an enormous egg or a door to somewhere truly special. Which do you guys like better? Without
Oh,
any embellishments, obviously.
I don't know, man.
No, this one's yours.
I think
We
you
already
gotta
picked ours.
choose.
I gotta pick.
Yeah, you gotta pick. It's you, bud. It's you, bud. Bud, it's you.
Yeah, I'll go with the door to somewhere truly special.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna change mine to a giant egg.
I do want to say the tone with which you said, "Oh, Yeah, I'll go with Door to Somewhere Truly Special. Was with all the cadence of someone ordering a Subway sandwich. Yeah, can I get a Door to Somewhere
Truly
Special
special.
on do you have do you
Can I
have
have that with extra sauce?
can I get the Parmesan bread? Actually, you don't have it? Oh, yeah,
I
whole
don't know
wheat
if
is
I want
fine.
to do a
Fine, I
whole
guess.
meal with it. I think I'll just take the door. to go.
Yet, oh, sorry, can I get the foot long Door to Somewhere Special?
Anything on
I
the
know you only
side?
have 6 inches of the wheat bread. Okay.
I'll take
I'll
an
take
enormous
whatever
egg.
size doors you have.
Yeah, whatever. Just a lot of pickles if you've got them. Oh, you're only allowed to put one pickle. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to a better place to eat.
I'm gonna go to a better place to eat doors. It's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
Sorry, it doesn't sound truly special.
Doesn't sound truly special.
Oh my goodness.
Have
Okay, the
we
kingdom.
finished creating our sanctuary?
We did finish creating our sanctuary.
Wow.
Yeah.
That means it's
Aren't
time
you
for
proud?
a kingdom.
It
And
is, but things are slightly different in the kingdom.
What's different in
Um,
the kingdom? What's
well,
cooking
I'll tell you
in the
what's
kingdom?
cooking. Uh,
An
well, I guess first
enormous
I'll say,
egg.
The door of
enormous
Dash
egg.
has been forsaken. Not the door of Dash.
No.
The door.
Okay.
Creating the kingdom. So the sanctuary exists within the kingdom. It's
Okay.
a straightforward human sort of place. Not everyone in the kingdom trusts magic or knows magic or the people who wield it, but they often have some need of it. So the kingdom and the sanctuary live in a sort of tenuous symbiosis, at least for now.
Okay.
Um, we're going to be creating some sweeping vistas, some leaders, some national joys. The pure heart picks one or two countrysides, and then the old soul will pick one or two settlements, and the wild heart will pick one or two wildernesses. Did I forget to add a wildernesses section here?
Kurt hates me.
That's true. When I asked Anthony to pick a destiny, I was hoping that Anthony would not get to pick anything at all.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, well, while I fix that sin, we are going to be choosing these things, and I will start with countrysides so that I get it out of the way. I think it has, oh, sure, fertile river valleys. We love a fertile river valley, and that feels like a great place to grow tea. Um,
Nice.
only makes sense to me.
Makes
And I think
sense.
we also have battered fishing villages, which also makes sense to me because
Whoa.
we are
We're
a
in a fishing
coastal
village right now.
area. Boom, boom. Boom, clap, sound of my heart. Beat goes on and on and on and on, and as they
Beat
say.
goes on and on. Yeah. That's what they
These are
say.
those brat chats.
Yeah.
Brett in chat.
Drop a brat in the chat if you like sausage.
Hmm?
I don't know if anyone understood the reference. Maybe not.
Because a bratwurst, commonly called a brat, is a type of popular sausage.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Bratwurst summer. I'm sure somebody did that already, but
You did Boom Clap by Charlie XCX. Brat Chat, reference to Brat. Album
whoa.
by Charlie
Oh my
XCX.
god. Link it to Bratwurst, Germany. It all
Jumping
comes
around.
full circle.
It all comes full sausage.
I might interrupt this play by live playthrough to tell you a story of Germans right now.
Tell
Partly
us the story of Germans.
And
I must tell you
now
a story
for
of
a
Germans
story
right now.
of Germans.
I have a game called Sock Puppets. We have played it on stream. It was very silly. It
Socken.
involves Sock and Poppen. It's the
Sock
German
and Poppen.
translation. Guess what? There's also an Italian translation. Turns out that's done. Surprise. I didn't know that until they texted
What's the Italian version called?
I think they're still selling it under the original title.
Sock Puppets.
Suck a puppets.
See, I didn't do that. Let the record state you did that.
I have no affiliation with the Italians. They can
my
think what
God.
they
Perfect.
think.
Don't flip it.
Perfect. Now, the Germans went to Essen, which is the big game convention that gets held in Germany every year. So why wouldn't they go to Essen?
Of
course.
And of course,
It's in Germany.
it's in Germany. It's the sixth largest city in Germany, a historical manufacturing town,
As we all
Yes.
know.
as we all know. and they were in an interview about sock puppets, and they told a story that I have been telling all week since it happened. The story goes like this. They translated sock puppets into German, and one of the characters has a weird kink. And I say you can choose between mashed potatoes, statues, or shrinking. And I was
Right.
reading through the German translation, doing a little proofread, and I noticed that the proofread said you can choose between mashed potatoes, statues, or psychotherapy, which is, of course, shrink, like a shrink. Clever little accident there.
Psychotherapy. I love it.
I love
So
your
I
kink being
said
psychotherapy.
that's extremely funny, but unfortunately, it's also much funnier than what the original was. So my ego is bruised, but maybe keep what you wrote. Unless you want to change it, maybe keep what you wrote.
Yeah.
And so they did. And I've been telling this story for like a couple weeks since it happened.
Yeah, I've heard it.
I watched the German interview in which they were talking about their new games, and they told the story too. And I went, that's cute. Funny for them too. Now I got to hear it. Although they went into much more detail about what they learned about what the shrinking kink is. They told the interviewer, yeah, sometimes it's being made very small, and that's all it is. Or on the other end of the extreme, you are crushed by a woman's and like, and then they said the word that followed that, and I went, oh,
Oh, Germany.
didn't you put it all on the table there, Germany?
Not as many
And
hang-ups.
not as many hang-ups, I guess. Yeah,
But also not as aware about shrinking fetishes, apparently.
I guess not. Yeah, I guess not. That's all I have to say about that. So thank you for bearing with me while I told you that silly little story. Everyone, Amanda must now choose a settlement. She could have done it at any point during my ridiculous time-buying story, but now she must
we needed
do it.
all of our attention on what was a great
I was
story.
focused on the story.
Yeah. You don't want your friends to listen to you when you speak, Kurt?
Better if they didn't. What? Sorry? What did you? That would have been. I had to start with the what is if I wanted that joke to land.
I chose a breezy trade port.
Nice.
Would you like to choose a second one?
So
I
coastal.
can.
This whole thing is very coastal.
We may as well lean into our coastal vibes. I will say
Water. Stone on river.
What just happened there, Anthony?
Oh, wait. I was just filling in this silence. What was going on for you guys?
Ah, gotcha. Well, you see, I was programming our sheet to ask you about a national joy, which is going to come up very shortly. That's just what I do. Anytime
That's
I'm
great.
not talking, assume I'm writing a formula.
That's true. I was trying to show some people what the sheet looked like because I really wanted them to know just like how much was being created in front of us as we ran. It's beautiful. It's incredible. What settlement did you choose, Amanda?
I chose a breezy trade port and then I made my own.
Ooh.
And I said a beachfront hotel.
Okay. This is maybe a touristy area. The wealthy are coming from afar. Okay. Some seaside resorts. This is great. Okay, so we have fertile river valleys, battered fishing villages, and then maybe in contrast, we also have a breezy trade port and beachfront hotels. Very cool.
I like the idea that there's a series of different like classes along the coast. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's cool. Maybe as we get further south, it gets a little wealthier. It's
What do we
warmer
have
weather.
in the wilderness as
Can I click on the wildernesses, Kurt?
Yeah, they should be ready to go.
Nice. All right, I have some choices here. Ooh. We are going to choose pernicious bogs. These are the lowlands near the water, as we've known.
Pernicious.
But when you get a little bit more inland, or if you get into some of the less desirable parts of the coast, there are swamps, bayous, bogs, the lowlands that are constantly wet. And bogs are fertile places, create much life and much mystery, and magic as well. And besides that, I How do you know how to speak German, Amanda?
Huh? Do I know how to speak? Because I was studying a bit of German.
It would have been so great if you just like started speaking fluent German right there, and you revealed that you were, of course, a German national and English is your second language.
Mm.
Big lore drop.
McKnight, classic German name.
Ich spreche Deutsch, I think. But only
That means
a little
express
bit.
yourself. Duh.
Yeah, express yourself. Express yourself. That's a famous German song, as everyone knows.
Our second wilderness is going to be a hostile winter. Not everywhere, but especially inland and especially in the north. There is some vicious winter that just freezes the entire place over. You cannot move. You cannot go anywhere. The roads become impassable, and thus there's like the land becomes infinitely large and far away from each other.
Is it just because everything freezes over? Because I did say earlier, in relation to where we're at, that with ivy, it never really snows. So like the plants still exist, but it gets really rainy in the winter, is what I was saying earlier.
Oh, I'm
She did
So-
say that.
sorry.
I did. No, no, no.
Saying.
But I think a hostile winter can still work because if you have rain and then it's really cold, things will just like freeze, right? And I think, like you said, it's the further north you go. So maybe what happens is the ocean kind of freezes over a bit. The stuff that's near the land is still good, but it gets really hard to get to our community, either coming from the north or from the water, because people have to cut the ice. Isn't that what
Okay,
people
I
do
like
with
it.
ships, they cut ice, right?
No snow, but like a vicious cold that freezes over the ocean, which is a strange event to be sure, and makes it impossible to get here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
I think it's very
our
challenging.
area is like that's just a barrier that forms around it, right?
Yeah.
It's not the water that's near us that's freezing.
And I
That's some
think
kind
you
of
could maybe
pathway.
still get in through the water, but you might have to like go through the ice to get there. And I think the storms, especially like not as close to shore, probably get quite turbulent in the winter because of all the rain. It's very stormy.
Stormy. We all know it now.
Amazing.
I believe we've all added our 2 answers for the elements here.
Yeah.
Specifically, oh,
We need
I
to
thought
decide who
that
the
told
leader
us something
is as
different.
a group.
yes,
give
we're
them a
going to
name.
create the leader for the kingdom as a group. They need a name and a detail. So what are our options, Anthony? Do you want to read them out to us?
Yes, we have the old monarch, their popular spouse, their brutal eldest, their devious youngest, a religious authority, a council of shadowy minstrels, a celebrated war hero, or an all-wealthy merchant.
Hmm.
And this is just like a leader, not necessarily like the political leader of the kingdom, just one leader we're going to detail here.
My understanding is that this is like who holds the real power.
Okay. Okay.
That's my understanding because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what the passage in the book says, and
That's
I
right.
just
Okay.
scrolled up to look at it.
I am most excited initially by the popular spouse of the monarch, an all-wealthy merchant, or maybe a religious authority.
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
You know how they tell you to yes and in improv? Well, a hidden ability is to mayhaps people. Well, I'm here at this restaurant and I'd like to get a table. Mayhaps you do. Mayhaps you don't.
Mayhaps you don't. We cannot know. Tell you we won't.
Let me just rub my crystal to see what it says.
Do you guys hear that?
Wow, that's crazy. That's coming through the Zoom. That's really powerful.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Okay, so Miss Mayhaps over there, what do you want as a leader? I know you've been streaming for 7.5 hours, but I still want to know your opinions on leaders.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
She says nothing about leaders.
I'm gonna say an all wealthy merchant,
Okay, okay.
or I guess the popular spouse of the old monarch.
Well, those are two of the ones that I said.
That's what you said.
Yeah, mayhaps.
I thought you said, and then you also said in a religious authority,
I
right?
did, yes.
Yeah,
But you don't mayhaps that.
I
Mayhaps not.
That's why I said mayhaps. I was like,
Mayhaps not.
maybe.
All
Yeah,
right,
the
let's
only
just
one
go
I'm not
spouse.
really vibing with is the religious authority
All right,
spouse.
no religious authorities. Popular
Popular
spouse.
Popular spouse.
So popular.
Nice. Okay. Cool. We need to give them a name.
Your name isn't popular spouse.
Poppy Ular, a spouse.
It's
I
pronounced
kind of like the
spouse.
name Poppy, actually.
I like Poppy. I like Poppy. We can do that.
Unfortunately, Poppy is quite fun.
Poppy.
Mayhaps.
Pow.
Poppy Mayhaps.
Poppy Mayhaps. I almost missed that.
Sometimes people think that we come up with these things, but really, it's almost like these things come up with us. I don't even know.
You know how art happens to you? You know how I am the paintbrush.
Yeah. Oh, you think I paint with this paintbrush? No, I am the paintbrush.
The paintbrush paints with me. You know.
Matthew, I'm not sure when you quoted zombie in the YouTube chat because I'm bad at looking at the chat while I'm also looking at the spreadsheet. That's not true. I'm bad at looking at the
Matthew.
chat while I'm also making the spreadsheet, but that's a great track.
Also true, and it is all in our head because that's how tabletop RPGs work. So that is a fair assessment.
We would call it accurate even.
Okay, Amanda, what did Poppy Mayhaps do in order to consolidate power in the kingdom?
Ooh.
This is
Quite a leading question.
the color of detail that we have here.
Do you think she baked muffins for everyone?
Interesting.
And they're really good.
There's so many everyone is the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but this is the core of something larger, more true. Maybe
Maybe she campaigned, you know? What if she
Yeah,
went
what if
around
she's
and
the
was like-
heir of a large baking company,
Ooh,
and
yeah.
in order to curry favor with the inhabitants, she's made all their products free. Now you can show up at the Mayhaps Sugary and get your free Mayhaps muffins for the week.
Wow. So everyone gets, she's like, if you let me be in charge, everyone gets free muffins weekly. Everyone gets a free 6 muffins weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I honestly, that would work.
I'm not voting for you because this is a monarchy, but otherwise, well,
I would vote.
don't say that.
I think maybe she curried some favor that way. And then I think it was just like, because people love her so much, it just became normal to ask Poppy like what she thinks. I think she's technically, I think she's like the de facto leader. Like,
Is it like they're all is the real
the real
decision
go-getter.
maker? Yeah.
She's got the energy. Maybe. I mean, maybe Poppy's older and that's why we ask her.
Okay.
She got that wisdom and she got the muffins.
Poppy's a muffin cougar. Oh no, I regret everything.
We like to play story games where you can make up anything you want, and we've made up a cougar with great muffins. So, thanks for that, you two.
Hey, it makes sense. That's the kind of things people like to imagine. You know, we're just people.
I'm so sorry. I don't even know. How did we get here? How did we get here? Sometimes we're not responsible for these things. I just want you guys to know sometimes things just happen. We didn't make it up, it just manifested.
It's a real
muffin
John Smith
cooker.
situation.
It's a real John.
Oh no! Did we our bitrate drop in the middle of that? That's ridiculous.
Oh my god, it
That's
did.
good. Then we're protected from clipping.
Oh no.
That's crazy that you guys missed it. We can't repeat it, so.
Wow, that's wild.
That's
I
cursed.
can't believe that
I really
happened.
apologize if that happened. We laughed so hard that we killed my internet connection for a moment. Okay, we should move on then, is what that means.
Whoa, I just got a betting ad that reminded me of why
Wait.
people
Betting or betting?
betting
Okay.
ad.
Okay.
Too many
It
of those.
reminded me of why people like it was like the ad was acknowledging that you can be addicted to gambling in the ad. It's very weird. It's like a girl about to kiss a guy who's coming up to her, and she's like, "Oh, hey." And they're like about to kiss, and then she throws a paper, and when he's about to kiss her, she's like, "Oh," she just wants to see if it'll go in the garbage can, and then they're like, and then the paper becomes a basketball going through the hoop, and then they're just like, "That's right, get into betting." I'm like, "Are you trying to say like get into gambling because it'll distract you from everything else in your life?"
Yay!
I'm like, "Is that good?"
Is that what
Should we?
want?
I don't know, but that's what the ad's trying to sell.
Cool.
Don't let the big gambling companies swindle you, folks. They're trying to make sports betting normal, and it's not. You're gonna lose your life savings. People do it all the time.
Wait.
It's the happening. The may happen.
I don't get on the soapbox a lot, but seriously, watch out.
Oh, the audio's still out? Oh yeah, the audio's
Ooh.
out.
Weird.
Ooh. I guess I'll sing copyrighted music until Anthony figures it out.
Yeah, do it.
I've got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try them out, you see. I've been waiting a long, long while. Waiting a while, you see. I've got a brand new pair of roller skates. We got a brand new key.
Amanda, do you have any recommendations?
It's weird because on YouTube we still have audio,
Oh, that's interesting.
Huh.
And weird.
just not on Twitch.
Weird. Okay.
Huh.
That's a new one, guys. It's a new problem. Could play a 60-second ad.
We were busting a gut in complete silence. I love that.
This is really weird. I don't know how to fix this.
Let me see if there's anything.
Can I
that
refresh
the
my
internet suggests.
stream?
Twitch.tv. Wait.
I'm gonna click on things on the spreadsheet because that's what I do. That doesn't help our sound problem, but it helps me too. Guess if I keep saying words, then it won't technically be silent. Know that we're speaking. I'm speaking though, so that Anthony can focus on troubleshooting. Could Amanda be speaking? Sure, but she's been talking for 5.5 hours, and 1 minute more, and she'll lose that voice of hers again.
Okay, well, our nuclear option is that I just end and restart stream.
Yes.
Should I try it? We're dropping stream again on Twitch. Yikes.
Option 2. This is already going to be a two-parter.
Yeah.
So we could reconvene.
Whatever
makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. I'm down for either of these options. We could try a restart.
Reminder that
could-
we are still live on YouTube, Reminder that we
could-
are still live on YouTube, just so that we're all cognizant of it.
Yes, we could.
Oh, good. I was just gonna say YouTube sucks, but I won't say that.
We could start. We could do a restart and see how it goes. But
Yeah, I'm fine with that. One
Yeah.
restart and see if we've got another hour in us. What do you think, Kurt?
Okie dokie.
Alrighty.
we can at least finish this, unless you think it's better, because then we'll just like finish the countryside and such. The underworld. We got to do the underworld after Poppy Mayhaps. I think let's just do a restart, and then at least we can say goodbye.
Right, at least we can say hello.
But let's say goodbye on YouTube for now, because then that way we could delete the second VOD after if it's just us doing that.
Good call.
Yes?
Okay.
Hello, YouTube. Based on the entire discussion you just heard, we are currently
did.
going to end the stream. We may return for a second part of this first part, or we may not. It remains to be determined. If you don't see a second video, you'll see us next week.
You'll see us next week, and then that will be the second video. So watch that if it's available, and if it's not available, see you next week.